Hi, Profitology Business Incubator members. I wanted to give you a quick summary of one of my favorite books of all time that is a big basis for and very complementary and synergistic to my views in how we build the Collaborate to Accelerate model in the Profitology Business Incubator. So there's this great book called The Go Giver by Bob Burg. And essentially in the book, it's written as a parable, meaning it's written as a story, right? We've all written, like, I read The Fred Factor, it was written the same way, and it's fantastic. And it's about this guy named Joe. And essentially he's struggling to make his quarterly sales goal, and he meets a mentor. And this mentor, through introducing him to other people, teaches him about the 5 laws of stratospheric success. So the book's amazing. I highly recommend you buy it and read it. It's an easy read, and it contains a really powerful message that I want all of you to know about. Also, what's super interesting is this book is in alignment with Ralph Waldo Emerson's Law of Compensation, which states that you will always be compensated for your contributions in one way or another. So as such, it's always better to focus on giving more if you wish to receive more, right? That's the core principle of this book in a nutshell. And you will see this type of messaging throughout all of my programs, because I truly believe that the best way to be of service is to be a go-giver, right? Whether it's, hey, you want more testimonials in your business, give more testimonials. Hey, you want people to help share your information and promote you, promote other people. You know, you want to be of service and you want people to be of service with you, be of service as much as you can in the world. So I want to go through these 5 laws of stratospheric success and add my own commentary. The first is the law of value. And what the law of value states is that your real worth is defined by how much more value you give than how much more value, or excuse me, than how much more you get paid. And we're talking about this in business, right? Great businesses deliver unbelievable value, right? As you guys know, and you've stated to me several times, when you get into the Profitology Business Incubator, you're like, I have paid $40,000 for programs that did not deliver as much value as this delivered in the first, in the first couple months. I've also heard you guys say, when I got into 30-day profit transformation, it's the exact same thing. Several of you have sent me emails and said, well, that was worth the entire investment I paid in the program. That's the kind of law of value that we're talking about. All right, let's move on to the law of compensation. Your income is decided by the number of people that you serve and how well you serve them. When you've heard me talk about sales trainings and we talk about solving people's problems, really the goal that I want you to have every single day when you wake up is, how can I be of service? How can I solve someone's problems today? And the more problems that you solve and the better that you serve them, that is going to be in direct proportion to you watching your income go up and up and up, especially when you're coming from that place of giving, not energetically putting things out into the world with the expectation of receiving. Right? So that's about getting really specific every time you're going to put something out, and slowing down so that you're like, for what purpose am I putting this out? What's the intention? How many people do I have to serve with this? And just getting intentional about the marketing that you're doing is, as opposed to, let's see how much crap we can spread out all over the internet all day long. All right, the next one is the law of influence. Your influence is defined by how many people, by how often and how much you focus on others' interests first. When you add value, people are naturally attracted to you. You guys have probably heard or watched the testimonial from Chris Smith. If you've not, you can actually go straight to my website. It's on the front page of my website. And Chris tells a story about how we were all at a mastermind of very, very big players. And I see this happen all the time in a lot of different groups. And he said, well, hey, you guys, I'm looking to scale. I've been successful, but I think I could be a lot more successful. And basically all the information that he gave was, I want to make more money, but I can't keep doing it the way that I've been doing it because I missed my family and I'm on the road too much. Chris has 5 children. And I'll let him tell the testimonial of how that turned out. But essentially what ended up happening was I said to him, I started asking the clarity questions. I started running the prophetology process with him in front of the room. And at the end of the day, what happened was he pulled me aside and he said, out of all of the billionaires and multi-millionaires in the room, that really added the most value to me, because you asked me how I like to work. You got helped me get clear on a lot of things, and you really gave me a strategy that is going to work for me. Since then, that strategy has not only yielded him hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it has actually fulfilled on his real goal, which is being able to take care of and serve his family. And part of that is by taking care of them financially, but part of that is by being home with them. Right? So when he started doing that, his business gained traction. I suggest you watch that testimonial because he'll tell you in his own words why that was different. And you can see firsthand why it was of value to him when I approached him that way, which is how I suggest you approach people. All right, the next one is the law of authenticity, which is the biggest and most valuable gift that you can offer is yourself. One of the things that comes up in the Collaborate to Accelerate Profit Intensive when we lead that program, and you guys have access to that, when we lead that program, a lot of people say, well, I'm new in business. I don't really have that much value to offer. And we show everyone exactly how much value they really do have to offer, because just by nature of people showing up and being themselves, every single one of you has a tremendous amount of value. It's so second nature to you that you don't really realize how valuable it is. Here's the thing, you guys, people are craving genuine connections and relationships. They're craving that in this world of say and spray and how much content can you splatter across the internet. People are craving these genuine connections and relationships. And this is a huge opportunity for you to stand out in a sea of people that are focused really on likes and followers, because that's not what this is about. You've heard me say this once, you've heard me say it 100 times. I don't care how big your network is. You could make $100,000 off of having a list of 100 people or less. I've made several hundreds of thousands of dollars in rooms where there were 25 people. It's not the number, it's the quality. And I want you to focus on that, of building quality relationships with quality individuals by you being yourself. All right, and how's that for authenticity? So here I am recording this for you guys, and Addie and London are piping in with their puppy thoughts on this topic. All right, so again, the biggest and most valuable gift that you can offer is yourself. The last one is the law of receptivity, right? To give effectively, you must be open to receive. Now, I see this going 2 ways. I see people that are out there, and you can read it, right? You can see it on how they ask things or how they post, or you can read the energy of it. And that is that there's tons of people out there that are giving to get, right? That is why they're giving. They're giving to get. That is just as ineffective as being such a giver, but not being open to receiving. That's the person that's constantly helping everybody else, but they never ask for what they need. And so that breeds resentment, right? So you have to be receptive and be open to receiving back. This needs to be an infinite loop of give, take, give, take, give. Actually, let me say it a different way. Give, receive, give, receive, give, receive. You've got to get into that comfortable place. And so I really encourage you to watch the whole the Collaborate to Accelerate Intensive, because we outlined for you in there exactly how not only to be open to the receiving that you need and to be really clear on what it is that you need most so that you can ask effectively, but also how you can be the best go giver possible. I hope this has been a great training for you guys. And if you've got any questions, of course, bring them up in the Profitology Business Incubator group. Talk soon.